Hmm. 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 So, we've just picked up a CR527 hunting rifle, which may come in useful if we make it back to the town. So, it is the 7th of January 2020. Of course, we are back in PlayStation in DayZ in Livonia, and what we're going to be doing is having a look round up this trail. So this trail kind of leads from Adamo, if that's the name of the town, sort of through a wooded area, and then eventually ends up back at a road. Now on the map there's loads of bears around here, so the idea is to just give this a little bit of a recce tonight, just to see if we do come across any wildlife, bears, wolves, all those lovely things. We're quite well prepared in the fact that we've got the KA and we've also got the pump shotgun, so we can defend ourselves. Hi Jamie, hi Bill in the chat. Yeah, I had my controller plugged in, it was just charging. I've whipped it out now, just to see, with the idea of probably, I don't know, the weekend or next week maybe having a public bear hunt. I mean, if I come across a bear, I'm going to try and kill it around here, and get a few members of the Discord involved, perhaps, just to see if we can take down one of these new creatures. I haven't even seen one yet. I'm pretty sure I've heard a bear a few times, but I've never seen one, so I don't know. Good evening, Bill. Bill says, I have a question. Fire away. Get my site set up. Alright, we want to be on semi-auto, don't we? Just in case. I mean, presumably we're going to be able to take down a bear with an AK. Bill says, do PC players play with PS4 players in the same map? Because PC players have faster reaction times in battles. No. At DayZ at the moment there is no crossplay. If you play on you'll play on a PlayStation server or an Xbox server or a PC server. There's no crossplay. Of course, DayZ is keyboard and mouse compatible, so you can plug a keyboard and mouse into your PlayStation, your Xbox, and play away on compatible servers, so that the admin of the server has to enable keyboard and mouse play for that to happen. I'm not sure whether it is on mine. Probably. I guess if you've got PvE, you might want keyboard and mouse. But then again, I don't know if you plug a keyboard and mouse in whether you get aim assist. It is a good thing. Well, yeah. I mean, for PvP, it's a good thing. I mean, if DayZ ever had a problem with player base, then cross-play is really good, because it means that you get lots of people playing on the same servers. But I don't think DayZ has a problem with player base. There's lots and lots of people play this on PlayStation, Xbox, and definitely on PC. Well, all seems quiet in the woods. Good evening, Jason. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Probably not a very long one tonight. Again, we're just checking out this area to see if we can see any bears or wolves. It's quite exposed. But then again, I guess you just don't know, do you? You just don't know. Where did they spawn? I mean, Sod's Law says you'll come across a bear when it's raining and you won't be able to hear them. Hope everybody's had a good day. What weapons do I have? Okay, so I've got the KA at the moment. I've just picked up this CR27, but I haven't got a magazine for it or any ammo. That's like a hunting rifle. And I also have the good old-fashioned pump action, which is very good. Probably one of my favourite weapons, actually. But I haven't got much ammo for it. But I was thinking if I get into a fight with a bear, what I'll do is I'll take him on long range with my AK, bang, 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 semi. And then if the bear gets too close, I'll then get the shotgun out and do something like that. And I will make those sounds as well when I'm doing it. And I've got my axe as well. Quite. So very quiet, nothing at all. Jason says, I'm on the private PS4 server tonight. Bought the DLC, just got lost. Just does too tonight. Let's have a look. It is indeed, sir. It is indeed. We've got the whole map to ourselves. Right, I think I know where I am on the map. I think I've just come to the clearing area. So it does kind of drop down towards the road in a minute, I think. I mean, do you think they get a Ooh, right, okay. That's wolves. So we may well have a little bit of action shortly. I don't like wolves though. So let's see if we can get a wiggle on. We may well have to take these wolves on. Looks like we've got a structure up ahead. Those little buggers can run really quick. Okay, yeah, they definitely got our scent, so let's get over here. Okay, can we get on top of here? Here we go. Pretty sure wolves can't climb up like this. So, come on wolves. Where are you? Sounded like they were over there. They're all answering each other. They've got the scent. Stand there anyway. So that zombie's going to come legging it down here as soon as I start shooting at them. Well, we found one of the types of wildlife in DayZ. Bill says, I did buy this game on PSN because of the PC thing. Didn't. Oh, right, okay. They sound close. They are close. Wolves come in numbers, more threatening. That's the problem with wolves. Not the individual wolves themselves, just the fact that they attack you in a pack. However, if you can take out the alpha, normally you're alright, because the rest of them will run away. If I'm on the public server and I hear wolves, I'll just log out. There shouldn't be too many zombies down there. There's that guy, isn't there? Where are they? They're out there. Oh, hello, wolves. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Probably. Yeah, what are you gonna do, eh? I'm up here. Right, let's wait for that zombie to come running now. Right, here comes that zombie. I just want to see if this zombie can climb up here. In fact, this zombie will probably see off a couple of these wolves. Here they go. Should get some zombie versus wolf action. Come on, wolves, fight the zombies. Okay, well this isn't quite going the way I wanted it. Let's do a bit of practice on this one. Stay still. We've got a regular party going on now, but they're leaving each other alone. Right, who's left? Stay still. It's easier for both of us if we stay still. Okay, so not exactly hunting at its highest level there. Standing on top of a shed, shooting the buggers. But it was a pack of wolves and a pack of zombies. More zombies than I thought they would be, actually. Oh, Grandma's still alive. There's another one. Okay, so that threat is dealt with. Whammy, like crazy, I've yet to play on private servers in DayZ. Are they different in any way from a normal servers? Like, are players allowed to mod them? Not on PlayStation or Xbox, no, I'm afraid they're not. Whammy says, I'm PS4. Build Reset says, wolves should attack zombies as they eat dead animals. That movement by zombies seems too fast. Good job. Yeah, normally in the past I've had situations where wolves have come after me, and the zombies have attacked the wolves and killed them. Okay. So none of these zombies have got anything on them, which is a battery. Is that it? Okay. How much space have we got? Oh, we've got quite a lot of space in our backpack. Right, I guess we've got to cut up some wolf meat. Looks like we might be having another bonfire. We're probably, yeah, we're running out of storage. I think that's it. I think we're full. Okay, so let's have a quick look around just in case we luckily come across something like a barrel. That would be too fortuitous, wouldn't it? To find a barrel. Or a backpack and a spade. If I could find a spade, I could bury my dry bag. Let's have a look up here though. You never know what we might find. There can't be any zombies left here because I've attracted them all. Ooh, a saw. They come in handy. Ah, I've got no carry space though. Damn. I probably have now. Yeah. Good for chopping up logs, making planks. Another teddy bear with a gun. Yes. Strange combination, but this is an old Soviet Socialist Republic, so you never know quite what used to go on here. I'd really like to find a barrel now that I can store this meat in. Oh, look, some duct tape, which I can't take. I tell you what, if we dropped the CR 27, yeah, and then we just equipped the shotgun, we've now got space galore. Oh, what's that? BK-43. Wow, that's a shotgun, isn't it? Interesting. Whammy Like Crazy says, you probably know this, but in case you don't, fat is by far the best food in the game. You can cook it and it lasts really long, and it has the highest calorie content of any food in the game. Good info. Bill says, zombies should be searchable for useful items. Well, they are, but they don't have much on them. Whammy says, I only ever need one piece of fat. The calories can carry me through rainstorms without even requiring more than a couple bites as the rain starts. Yes, it's very good, isn't it? Okay. Wow, look at that. The road to nowhere. Oh, there is a town down there. There's a water tower. Let's have a quick look in here. Just in case. That's a spare axe. So I've got more than enough space for a load more of that wolf meat. Question is, where do we go next? Let's have a look. So the road south doesn't lead anywhere at all. I'll tell you what we could do. We could go up here. There is some interesting things maybe up there. It might be worth checking them out. Because you never know, we might find a barrel and then we can. That zombie's spawned back in already. Look at that. Come on then. Over here, zombie. Over here. That's it. Good boy. Good boy. We got the old problem of... Oh no, we have got... Okay, that's it, we're full. Okay. Let's go and see if we can find a barrel or something and cook this food and keep it on side. Does the wolf meat spawn over time? That's an interesting question, Bill. That's a very interesting question. The answer is yes. The developers have said that... God, another zombie spawned in already. Food spoils over time. I've never seen any food spoil yet, though. But maybe there's people in the chat who are more experienced than me when it comes to food and how long it lasts. Right, let's just have a quick look at our... Just check how our boots are doing. Boots are worn but not damaged. Gun is worn but not damaged. Shotgun, worn but not damaged. Axe, worn but not damaged. Knife, damaged. Right, okay, so let's put that away. Let's just fix our knife first. Let's have a look. It should just be worn now. It is, so it's... Pick that up. Right, we're on our way. Let's go. Looks like it's starting to get a little overcast, so it's probably going to rain soon. Good evening, McNasty. Welcome to the stream. We're just, you've just missed some action, been killing wolves and zombies, and I've got a backpack full of wolf meat. And we're just going to investigate. There's a small... What's that there? Is that something over there as well? Let's check this place out. Don't really need anything. 762 by 39. Yeah, we want some of them. So let's put that down. Let us put them in our inventory. Let us grab a clip that's empty. Say, actually, how many bullets have we fired out of this clip? So let's fill this clip up first. Nice. Then let's put that on. So now we've got a full magazine in that AK, and then let's load the remaining bullets into this empty magazine. Yeah, you still have to combine them, don't you? Okay, it's only got 4 in it. I mean, it's better than nothing, isn't it? So we've now got, how many we've got? We've got a full magazine in the AK, and then we've got another full magazine. So we've got 64 rounds, something like that. More than enough to take out a bear or any zombies we come across. So not much here. Let's head on over back to the road. You got everything you need to get a bear. Well, I've got an AK and I've got a shotgun, so I'm pretty sure we can kill a bear with an AK and a shotgun if we need to. I mean, an AK on full auto should take down a bear, shouldn't it, you'd have thought? As long as you hit him. I mean, that's the issue, isn't it? But it would be nice to be in a situation where I can avoid the bear, where I can be standing on top of a shed or something like that. Okay, so there could be zombies here because we've got a bit of a roadblock. All we've been really doing is just wrecking the area out just to see what wildlife we would come across. And indeed we... 762 by 54. I'm going to take those. Is that a zombie up there? Nothing interesting really. Bill says should take a bear down in a couple of an AK should take a bear if being really, yeah, it's not really if it was realistic. Well, I mean bears can be big, can't they? You know, 600, 700, 800 pounds. So you'd have to hit it somewhere like its heart or its lungs or nails, lovely, or in the brain to take it out. If you just hit it in its torso, I'd imagine it would just keep coming at you. Where's the road gone? Okay. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the map. Remember the... So now, if we take the next right, we can run back up to Adamau and be back where we started. That could be quite cool. And then we'll probably have a bonfire, cook some wolf meat. Oliver says, I've just spent £389 on dew fuel. I don't think you have. McNasty says, so remember the pig? Yes, it took ages to... It did. I think I was using a silenced pistol, wasn't I? That probably wasn't the best thing to try and take out a pig. I should have just tried and run up and killed it with my axe. Ooh, hello. Hello. Probably one shot from the axe to the head would have killed the pig straight away. Oh, I hear zombies. Ooh. They don't sound very happy in there, do they? Ethan says, can I play with you? I'm on my own private server at the moment. And Joaquin Lopez says, Cuanto suente juego? Which I'm afraid I haven't got a clue what that means, mate. Sorry. I don't speak Spanish or Portuguese. Whatever that is. Oh, look what we found. Look what we have found. We have found a barrel. And what do barrels mean? Barrels mean storage. Now, this is very, very interesting. This is very, very interesting. Because if... Can we store our axe? We can't, can we, sugar? We can't store our axe. Oh, we're carrying too much stuff. What could we do without? Oh, wait a minute. We can store an axe. What am I talking about? How many guns have we got? We've got the blaze. Oh, let's get rid of that. We don't need that, do we? Right. That goes on there. Right. Okay. Now, what we can do now is... Now, this might take a while. But we could take this over to our little hunting hide over on that trail that went from Adamau that I followed down. And then we could have a bonfire and we could cook the wolf meat. And then that little... So, what we've got to do is get back to the road. There we go. And then what we need to do is head east. And then we should pick up the trail. And then we head north on the trail. So, let's just check the compass. So we need to be going that way. Let's just pick this thing up. Right, here we go. Right, this is going to take a while. And actually we are going through prime bear and wolf country, so we may well come across some more nasties and have some more action. Joaquin says, is this game free? Sorry mate, no, you've got to buy DayZ on PlayStation, Xbox or PC. Good evening Patrick, thank you for joining the stream. It's a pleasure as ever to have everybody along. If you're in the chat already and you haven't subscribed, of course hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I am of course playing on the PlayStation 4 private server. If you're over 18, don't mind spending $2 a month and can join our Discord, then of course you can join and have a slightly more relaxing version of DayZ than the public servers. There we go. It's a beautiful afternoon, slightly overcast here in Livonia. But my young lady character, she's very, very strong. Look at that. She's amazingly strong arms. Bill, thank you for liking, Bill. I do appreciate that very, very much. It does help. Everything helps. Hope everybody's had a good day at college, good day at work, good day at school. Looking forward till tomorrow. So what we're looking for here is to pick up a trail. And as soon as we hit the trail, we head north up the trail. Subscribed, done a while back. Great channel. Thank you very much, Bill. Glad you enjoy it. Remember, one of the things I definitely encourage from subscribers or watchers or anything like that, if you've got a question about any of the games that I play, or about YouTube or Twitch or gaming channels, ask away. I might not be able to answer the question now, but generally I use questions from people as ideas to do videos. Jason says, I'm in Dolnik. I must be miles away from you. Let's have a look. Dolnik. Where's Dolnik? I don't even know where Dolnik is. Dolnik. Can't see it on the map. Let's have a look. Dolnik. Dolnik. Oh, you're right. Yeah, yeah, you're right down in the southeastern part of the map. Yeah, we are a long way away. Oh, saying that, DayZ's map seems a lot bigger than it is. If you're fully equipped in terms of food, and you've got spare food, you've got spare shoes, you can traverse the map fairly quickly. You know, you can just sprint across. But the difficult thing can often be finding each other. And obviously, if you haven't got spare food and you've got to keep looting and finding fresh food, fresh water, and that sort of thing, that's what slows you down. That's why, especially on Livonia, things like having a canteen or water bottles and having the water purification tablets are so important, because that enables you to kind of be self-reliant. You know, you can just find the nearest pond or river and fill your bottle from that, rather than relying on having to find cans of Pepsi or Coke, you know, all that sort of stuff. And then doing, you know, what I've been doing really, I've done more hunting in Livonia. Well, I've done more killing of animals than I ever did in Chernerus. Chernerus was easy in terms of, you know, finding tinned food. You find tinned food everywhere. Not so on Livonia. Not so on Livonia. Patrick says, how long do you stream? I normally try and stream for about an hour. Maybe longer if I've got the time, sometimes shorter if I've got, you know, haven't got the time. But on DayZ, something about an hour. I think an hour is a good play session. Plus, what I try and do is, whenever I play DayZ, I stream it. So it's not like I'm playing it other times. You know, when you see me playing DayZ, that's it. You know, I'm playing. Let's just put this down for a second. Check we're still going in the right direction. Yep, good. So that's probably why my progression isn't that fast in this game. How long you a YouTuber? Well, Patrick, that's a long story. A long story. So, my YouTube gaming channel has only really come into its own over the last 2 years, maybe. Well, really over the last year. That's when it sort of gained a decent number of, you know, what I think is a decent number of subscribers. I think we've got about 5,500 now, which I think is cool. We've got about 2 million views. I did do and still have a photography and tech YouTube channel, which is, if you search for Scalespeeder on YouTube, that's normally the first one that comes up, and then Scalespeeder Gaming is where this comes up. And I've been doing that one. I think the first videos, were, now I could be wrong, but I think they were just when YouTube started in like 2007. But I didn't use YouTube. I guess we did. Woo. We didn't really know what YouTube was about back then, and I just used to use YouTube for hosting videos for my website. So what would happen is you would upload a video to YouTube, and then on your website you would then embed the video, and it was the only place you could do it for free. And we used to there was no live streaming back then, nothing like that. And there used to be a 10-minute limit as well. You couldn't upload any videos longer than 10 minutes. And for ages, that's what I just only used YouTube for. And then eventually, a few years later, I came back to it and just checked on my channel. I went, whoa! I had all these views, and I thought, well, let's do something with this. So I read heavily into photography. So I did lots of photography videos about digital cameras, lots of videos about film cameras as well, how to use them, reviews on film cameras, that sort of thing. And that became pretty successful. Well, I say pretty. I think it's got about 20,000 subscribers, something like that. I don't look at it that often because I kind of got a bit burnt out on doing YouTube videos. And then I got back into gaming a few years ago. It's really with the PlayStation 4, to be honest. The beauty with the PlayStation 4 is that it makes it incredibly easy to create content. So, you know, you can stream straight from your PlayStation 4 to YouTube to Twitch. I mean, from the Xbox you can stream straight to Twitch or Mixer, which is cool. And with the PlayStation as well, you can record footage and you can edit footage on the PlayStation, just like you would on a laptop or a PC. It's very easy to do. The quality isn't brilliant, but you know, it's acceptable, I think. Are you a tech? No, not. I mean, I'm self-taught. That's it, really. I used to watch a guy called Frankie on PC years back. Play Armour and DayZ and the likes. You remember? Yeah. Frankie on PC is really he's still around occasionally. I mean, his YouTube channel's still there. They play DayZ, Battlefield. I think they used to play DayZ, but sorry, Battlefield as well. Right. Okay. So this is the path that we were on. That's good. So we found the path. So if we just follow this now. Yeah, he's another British YouTuber. Very, very funny, I think. He's got millions of subscribers, but he doesn't upload many videos. He probably hasn't uploaded any videos in a while. What tends to happen is you do something, like any hobby that you do, eventually you get burnt out on it or bored on it and you move on to different things. But thank you, yeah, to be compared to Frankie on PC, that's great. In fact, he used to be called Frankie 1080p on PC, didn't he? I don't know if he's still called that. Oh look, I've got the long hand syndrome. Oh dear, that doesn't look very nice, does it? What a strange bug. So what we're looking for now is the little hide that I had. And then we'll plonk that down there. Then we're going to make a bonfire. And then we're going to cook our wolf meat. And then we're going to have this as kind of a little surprise if anybody comes this way in the future. They can look inside and find some meat and have a nice meal. Frankie was awesome. He and Sada plays do occasional vid. Frankie is a lawyer, so not. Alright, so there you go. Yeah, so again, for him it was just a hobby on the side. And you'll probably find when he was at his peak, the money making opportunities in YouTube were probably a lot less. So he probably wasn't making as much money as the guys now do, who get millions of views. Yeah, because I think they got. Did they play games like Rust as well, and H1Z1? Is this radioactive? This one? Danger. Not sure about storing food in it, but it looks like. There is my hide, I think. So we haven't got that far to go. Back in the day, people were more into roleplay. They were, weren't they? I mean, there definitely still is DayZ on PC. There's roleplay servers that you can go on. I guess the only thing we haven't really seen in this area is there's no water, is there? There is a lake to my east, southeast. Right, here we go. Nice. pleased to say the rain has held off, so that's very good. So what we'll do, we'll plonk our barrel down here. Very good. And what we'll do, we will just drop some stuff up here. We'll just drop some steak. Just drop this off so we've got some space in our backpack. Oop. I think what we'll probably do, before we get started, let's just have something to eat. Let's just have a little bit of, I think this goat? Yeah, let's have a bit of goat. Actually, we're going to use a bit of energy in a minute. Okay. Let's make some rags. Little pile of meat there. Very good. Right, they'll come in handy for making the fire. Although we could use bark. McNasty says, adopting certain personas. How do you say that? Personas. Something like that, isn't it? Patrick says, my point of view of this channel is an older person who played interesting games, not like such shrouded disrespect. It's true. Jason says, I love gaming. I'm 46 and still love to play video games. That's just like me, sir. Bill says, can you do things with wolf pets? Yes, you can. You fill a barrel up with stuff and you put them in there. Yes, and that's what you do. That's as much as I know. Right, okay, let's get down to work before this rain comes. I get the feeling it's going to start raining. Oh, I don't want logs. I want, there we go. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want these. Okay, and then there's our fireplace. Let's put another log on the fireplace. There we go. Some more logs. I think we can put them on the fireplace. Not sure. Oh yeah, right, this fire's going to last forever. Okay, we've got our kindling on there, so now we just need some bark and a short stick. There's the bark. Let's find a bush. What a bush? Where's a bush? These are all trees. I need a bush. Aha, this looks like a bush. Nope, it's a tree. A long stick, just what we wanted. Right, we've got everything we need. Right, let's get back up here. Do you know this YouTuber's scale? Need a bush, don't we all? Exactly. Do you know this YouTuber's scale? Which YouTubers, mate? Right, so what we'll do now is we go up here. that big pile of meat. Lovely. Okay. Put that away. Oh, wait a minute, did we... We didn't make any short sticks, did we? We need a short stick. Pretty sure I can split, yep. So now we've got a short stick, so we combine that with this, and we make a hand drill, like so. In nature, lots of edible plants, they should have them in the environment. Yeah, I mean, all you've really got in DayZ are mushrooms, and there's a few different types of mushrooms, isn't there? And things like apples and things like that fall off trees. Right, okay, so let's get this fire started with our drill. There we go, beautiful. Let's take our long stick, in fact we can probably drop. Oh, we need to pick this meat up again, don't we? Here we go. Right. Let us start roasting our steak. This is going to take a while again. Feel sorry, such a shroud, danger, etc. Yes. McNair says, I'm a public service scrub and I've been living on peppers for the last day or so. Very nice. Nice bit of cooked wolf steak, that's what you want, mate. Jason says, great wee tip for the hand drill. I spent hours looking for matches, then you told me about the shorts. Yeah, you don't. All you ever need to start a fire is a stone knife. If you've got a stone knife, which you can make with 2 stones, you can start a fire. Because then you can get bark, which you use and then you use the stone knife to scrape the bark off the tree. Use the stone knife to smash up bushes. And then you can make a fire out of bark and stone and short sticks, and you can make a fire drill to start the fire out of short sticks and bark. The fire won't last very long, but you know, you can just, as long as you the problem you have is that as you're using the short sticks, as you're using the stone knife to cut bark off and to make sticks, eventually they'll break. That's the catch. So you would think raw meat would spoil quickly unless it's cooked, then it wouldn't last a long time. Yes, it probably does. I don't know. See, I don't have any firm facts and figures. It may last a week or something like that. I mean, depends how cold it is, doesn't it? It really depends on things like flies and stuff like that. If it was really cold weather, like freezing cold weather, then the meat could last a long time. Got a little bit of production line going on here. But when we did that Run Die Retry event the other night, we cooked fish as well, which was quite cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. I think the thing is, in the background, the developers are tinkering with all sorts of stuff. And what happened with DayZ was originally DayZ was a mod for Armour, and then it became a standalone game. And from what I understand is fairly early on its life cycle, they had to ditch the engine that it was running on because they couldn't do what they wanted to do, which meant they had to completely rebuild the game. And they've gradually been reintroducing lots of the stuff that was originally in the game back into it. So things like sickness mechanics and injury mechanics and things. Can you smoke meat or just over the fire? You can roast it, or you can boil it in a pan with water. I guess you're making like a casserole, aren't you? If it's in a pan, make some nice gravy. I don't think you can smoke stuff. I could be wrong though. And the thing about DayZ is there are many sort of mechanics going on within the game that maybe we haven't. I mean, I definitely haven't discovered them all yet. Bill said yes, they have big issues. Yeah, they definitely did. I mean, it's still a buggy game, it's still a janky game, but it's unique. You wouldn't get a game like this from AAA developers. Been a lot of good tips in the chat this last few weeks. Good. Good. It's all about learning, isn't it? And discovering all these little things. You go, oh god, if I'd only known that. Things like the fact that you can repair axes and knives with duct tape. It's like, what's that all about? How come you can do that? Repairing shoes with duct tape. Repairing weapons with duct tape. You don't need a gun repair kit. And all these things, that I think that the fact that there isn't a manual makes the game more exciting and immersive, doesn't it? Because in the real world, if you were in the zombie apocalypse like now, you wouldn't know lots of things and you would slowly pick them up, wouldn't you? And it's like this in the game. If they told you how to do everything and you could just go to an FAQ and go, right, okay, to cook meat you've got to do this, to do this you've got this, where with DayZ you've got to go all over the internet, you've got to talk to people, you've got to watch videos, all this sort of stuff. Right, okay, so is that all the meat cooks that we got? No, we've still got one more. Oh, whoops. So you see how a fire made of logs lasts absolutely ages. It really does. I mean, you'd think as well that you could use things like raw meat to attract bears, couldn't you? I have got a bear trap actually back at the base in the town. Yes, in real life you wouldn't have a survival guide for zombies, says Bill. McNasty says, I come from a zombies background, and as they never brought out a new zombies this year, I bought this. Yep. Well, there is Zombie Army 4 coming out soon. From Rebellion, and that should be pretty good. Okay, so let us now take all of this meat, put it in this barrel. Ready for some hungry travellers, should they come this way. Oh, look at all this fat. We haven't even cooked the fat yet. What we'll do... Let's... see what state my axe is in. It's just worn. Let's go and get some more wood. Look at this bad boy. Phew. I'm just going to put these on the fire. Keep it going for quite a bit. Okay, let's take... Oh, my axe looks like it could do with a bit of TLC, couldn't it? Right, let's fix this axe. Oh! What's it doing over there? Sure, this is where I burn myself to death now. Right, that's better. Let's repair my faithful axe. Can't be without an axe. That's been the biggest tip yet. The fat, yes, great tip, the fat. Bill says, like in real life, you would use rope and a sack to store food in. Tie it up to a tree branch. I know it's good luck at it. You would. How's DayZ on console? That's from DayZ and Rowell. Yes, well, this is DayZ on PlayStation. That's what you're seeing now. It's good. It's good fun. If you're into survival apocalyptic zombie games. I'm currently working my way through the meat of, was it about 3 wolves I cut up? Something like that. We're out in the middle of the forest in Livonia. Been wrecking a bear hunt, but instead of bears we came across zombies and wolves. And we killed them all, and I've skinned the wolves, cut them up for steak and fat. And we're now cooking them to put in a barrel outside of this hunter's shelter for potentially hungry travellers as they come past. Or even when we have the bear hunt, it could be for people, you know, who haven't got any food. Another bit done. Only a few more to go now. Apparently things like wolf and bear aren't good to eat in real life though, because in the wild they tend to have lots of parasites, predators, because they eat so much like carrion, you know, like dead things that have been rotting. Your best bet is to eat things like moose and deer, things that eat plants. They tend to have better meat in them, rather than something that's eating them when they're dead already. Sometimes, you know, say like a deer that's died of old age, a bear comes along and goes, yeah, and eats all this rotten meat. They have lots of worms in them and eggs in them, and they're very dangerous actually. Even to handling like dead bears, probably dead wolves as well, is dangerous because they have their eggs in the fur, and if the eggs from the parasites get into you, the problem is the parasites don't know humans, and so the little worms can go anywhere, end up in your brain, end up in your eyes, because normally they would go into things like your stomach. So if you're ever out there, if you're going to eat bear, wash your hands, well, wear gloves, wash your hands, be very, very careful, and cook the meat. Well, basically burn it to death. But you're much better off going finding like a deer, or a caribou, or a moose. Well, Bill says bear meat is delicious. I've had it. Brown bear, was it? What's the name of that disease you can get off bear meat, though? It's quite nasty, isn't it? McNasty says, what's your thoughts on Death Stranding? It looks like an interesting game. I'm sure if you've put enough time into it, it's probably cool. Not really my cup of tea. Black bear in northern Ontario. Alright, nice. Have you played Death Stranding, McNasty? I have, I guess, what exotic foods have I eaten? I've eaten crocodile, ostrich, and kangaroo. Right, so that's all of the meat done. So now we're going to cook. Oop. We're going to cook the fat. Oh, look at this big lump of fat. So, what would you say, Bill, that bear meat tastes similar to? How would you compare it? Is it like beef? Is it like chicken? Is it like pork? Combination of the two. Bill says, Mum worked at a big lodge that hosted lots of American hunters. Right, yeah. I'd imagine you get lots of people going up there. Rich roast beef taste. Right, yeah. Bit gamey, I'd imagine. Right. Here comes the rain. Looks like we're in the right place. Right, that's cooked. The rain coming down. Seriously, not very gamey taste. Oh right, amazed how good it was. Ah, there you go. I guess they could be. I guess depending on the type, what time of year it was, and a lot of it depends on what the bear's been eating. I understand. Like if they've been eating lots of fish or lots of berries, that sort of thing. If they've had a good diet of good food, it tastes nice. I guess that goes for any animal, doesn't it? But like anything, a cook needs to know how to best cook. Yeah, you're dead right there, mate. You're dead right. Even the nicest steak is terrible if someone cooks it badly. Right, and I think with this bit, that is all of our meat cooked. So what we'll do is we're gonna keep one bit of fat, which we're gonna eat ourselves now. So what we'll do, let's just drop that. Let's put this stuff all in here. Oh, in fact, so we'll keep 2 bits of wolf. We'll drop that there. Let's just close that up. Let's get in the dry again. And let us eat the fat of the wolf. In our lovely hunter's shelter, warmed by a log fire. Though I don't really recommend starting a fire inside a wooden hunter's shelter. It's probably not the best idea. Wow, that's it. Oh wow. And we will wash that down with some water. Look at that, we are well hydrated. So what have we got left now? We can drop that bark, we don't need that anymore. We've got a canteen still full of water. We've got some cans. Oh, we haven't had our multivitamins today. Let's make sure we take those. Keep our immune system up. We're good. I've kept 2 wolf steaks. Got a can of tuna. And there we go. I think that's probably a good time to end the stream as we wait for the rain to finish, warmed by the fire. This is probably as good as it gets in the zombie as the fire goes out. Warmed by the embers of the fire, our bellies full of wolf fat. We're well hydrated with some nice water, just watching the rain come down and hoping, praying for better days. So thank you everybody for joining the stream tonight. Thank you everybody. I mean, hit that like, hit that subscribe, that really helps. If you've got any questions, obviously email me scalespeeder@gmail.com or put questions in the comment sections of my videos, and I will see you all again soon. Thank you very much. Good night.